Press start to begin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Bonus Round. We are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm your host, John Mookie Ward Jam, joined as always by my co-host, Jad Peanut.
Hey!
And Rich Rain Wizard 767.
Hi.
And we are on day one of this trial of case number 3, and Wendy Oldbeck is giving a testimony again. But the man in the photo.
I never say anything, I don't mean by you. That monitor was with the exit scene. I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty badly. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her till she squeals. Phoenix, shut up! The man in the photo. The answer's pretty obvious.
Which prop? What's that?
He broke a prop.
So did his own samurai spear.
His samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Luckily, I was my victim to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down on the court record. Okay, well, I was supposed to do that, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. Alright, so it's number 2 or 3 that you do next. Trip and fall.
Yep, and you think he's supposed to be a steel samurai. What a laugh!
So, so what? Old bag. It's an action movie. You gotta do what retakes. None of her movies are in one take.
So Powers sprained his ankle. I hope make it better for him, of course.
No!
I gave him
Stop
a penny
it!
number.
You help make it better!
God, I hope you did. I hope you did it medically.
I just a red hair.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, huh? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Rich?
You may continue to your testimony.
Then cycle
Okay.
through the statements. Oh, okay. Yep, okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it.
Oh.
We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Mr. Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows us the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Oh, he's got something up his sleeve.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
I think he asked once. Witness's account continued.
The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go to the studio before there was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him.
Welcome back.
So if no one else went to the studio, and it would have to be this stale samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, so on the second, third, or fourth statement, you just present the photo. I'm gonna go with number 2. Or I think this is 3 actually. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time, because every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir is, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you let me on your head from a hole in the ground.
And believe me, I know my holes.
Shut up!
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all the security cam data.
You know, if you want to work in a studio, you might have an opening in my mouth.
I thought I was ready for that one, and I was not. That very computer printed out this photo. Now, on the back of the photo are printed the words October 5th, 2 p.m. photo number 2.
Even I know that it means it was taken on 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
What? You was your mouth, whippersnapper. You're the person that saw that there was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, if that what it would seem to mean.
And the witness explained to the court.
I don't understand this new thing on computer things. Auntie boy,
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Here, give him you represent me too.
I'm pretty sure Edgeworth and Phoenix are the same age.
Stopper?
Something the matter, Miss Old Bag?
That's right. I just remember something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person.
Every day after I face my court duties, I have one important job to do. I go to the photos to cut out a security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that are unsuspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
That sounds like that would be against protocol as a security guard, wouldn't it? Even if it's useless, why would you throw that away?
Miss Old Bag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I said this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Because that's how most of these go. It's like, oh, wait, I remembered something else.
So clearly she knows how to use the computers.
Yeah, she just lied. She said, I don't understand these newfangled computer things, Sonny. And then she just said she doesn't throw away a fucking photo.
Maybe press...
It's the answer is
press
press. It's on the fourth one, so let's see. 2, 3, 4. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Here, a fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. What was said that day?
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
A drain that we examined.
The grate has been loose for a while.
Yep. I was wondering when you guys remember that.
Well, as I said, around, that's when they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I tell you they were freaks. Around.
And?
They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Not like today where like the overzealous fans are adults. Kids! So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What?!
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that time. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade.
Oh, yes, well, I will see his type every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay much attention. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yeah?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
Excuse me.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Doesn't look good.
You're the
You're the only likely suspect
yeah.
now.
Nick! What are you going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent.
Are you sure about that?
You accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the
security
murder?
lady.
Yep. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Old Bag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Order! Order! Is it true, you old bag?
Old Bag! That's Miss Old Bag to you!
Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal a samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1 the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and do damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on the matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you don't think I did? A
I
Sonic?
feel another rant coming on.
Nancy Burns, you just sit there and do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would it do so hard with the poor hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope.
Wait a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I was!
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
But that doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could play my own man in 10-second stops!
Your thoughts, Master Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, should you be nice to the kids? I mean, your eldest day? Whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. And let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. Fuck off.
You have proof that shows the boy cannot commit this murder? Yeah, the samurai spear is too fucking heavy for him. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor.
She's right there. Why don't you ask her?
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we get to here.
Yeah, they wrote it this way on purpose.
I know. Windy old bag. That is all. The court is adjourned.
And that's trial day number 1. Or supposedly, like we thought.
Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit around when you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Okay, there is one more. I'm sorry. Just one.
Boy.
Let me see you trying me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people in the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, so...
Oh, I'm sure you can trust their word.
So this was just pretend that they hadn't been on the studios, not there.
Not suspicious at all.
But if you go accusing of me, I'm not letting them go away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
I think she just told you.
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my shop, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
You only have to do one thing and then it's over. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
That's absolutely true.
Of course.
Well, yes. Well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. I joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, it's Studio 2 Training.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was falling over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but the correct answer is take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag. And more information about these other people we have just been told of. Ugh. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
For real this time.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
And yes, really. I know that last one was a fake out, but this was real. We'll end the episode. We'll end the episode as soon as the to be continued comes up.
thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really, it's nothing. Oh, should I say?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and your producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have you figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
Well, I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
To be continued.
And to be continued next time on the Super Bonus Round.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.